Save me, O God, for the waters have come up to my neck. I sink in the miry depths where there is no foothold. I have come into the deep waters, the floods engulf me. I am worn out calling for help, my throat is parched, my eyes fail, looking for my God. Those who hate me without reason outnumber the hairs of my head. Many are my enemies without cause, those who seek to destroy me. I am forced to restore what I did not steal. You know my folly, O God, my guilt is not hidden from me. May those who hope in you not be disgraced because of me, O Lord, the Lord Almighty. May those who seek you not be put to shame because of me, O God of Israel. For I endure scorn for your sake, and shame covers my face. I am a stranger to my brothers, an alien to my own mother's sons. For zeal for your house consumes me, and the insults of those who insult you fall on me. When I weep and fast, I must endure scorn. When I put on sackcloth, people make sport of me. Those who sit at the gate mock me, and I am the song of the drunkards. But I pray to you, O Lord, in the time of your favor, in your great love, O God, answer me with your sure salvation. Rescue me from the mire. Do not let me sink. Deliver me from those who hate me, from the deep waters. Do not let the flood waters engulf me, or the depths swallow me up, or the pit close its mouth over me. Answer me, O Lord, out of the goodness of your love. In your great mercy, turn to me. Do not hide your face from your servant. Answer me quickly, for I am in trouble. Come near and rescue me. Redeem me because of my foes. You know how I am scorned, disgraced, and shamed. All my enemies are before you. Scorn has broken my heart and has left me helpless. I looked for sympathy, but there was none, for comforters, but I found none. They put gall in my food and gave me vinegar for my thirst. May the table set before them become a snare. May it become retribution and a trap. May their eyes be darkened so they cannot see, and their backs be bent forever. Pour out your wrath on them. Let your fierce anger overtake them. May their place be deserted. Let there be no one to dwell in their tents. For they persecute those you wound, and talk about the pain of those you hurt. Charge them with crime upon crime. Do not let them share in your salvation. May they be blotted out of the book of life, and not be listed with the righteous. I am in pain and distress. May your salvation, O God, protect me. I will praise God's name in song and glorify him with thanksgiving. This will please the Lord more than an ox, more than a bull with its horns and hoofs. The poor will see and be glad. You who seek God, may your hearts live. The Lord hears the needy, and does not despise his captive people. Let heaven and earth praise him, the seas and all that move in them, for God will save Zion and rebuild the cities of Judah. Then people will settle there and possess it. The children of his servants will inherit it, and those who love his name will dwell there. Hasten, O God, to save me. O Lord, come quickly to help me. May those who seek my life be put to shame and confusion. May all who desire my ruin be turned back in disgrace. May those who say to me, Aha, aha, turn back because of their shame. But may all who seek you rejoice and be glad in you. May those who love your salvation always say, Let God be exalted. Yet I am poor and needy. Come quickly to me, O God. You are my help and my deliverer. O Lord, do not delay. Blessed is he who has regard for the weak. The Lord delivers him in times of trouble. The Lord will protect him and preserve his life. He will bless him in the land, and not surrender him to the desire of his foes. The Lord will sustain him on his sickbed and restore him from his bed of illness. I said, O Lord, have mercy on me, heal me, for I have sinned against you. My enemies say of me in malice, When will he die and his name perish? Whenever one comes to see me, he speaks falsely, while his heart gathers slander. Then he goes out and spreads it abroad. All my enemies whisper together against me. They imagine the worst for me, saying, "A vile disease has beset him. He will never get up from the place where he lies." Even my close friends whom I trusted, he who shared my bread, has lifted up his heel against me. But you, O Lord, have mercy on me. Raise me up that I may repay them. I know that you are pleased with me, for my enemy does not triumph over me. In my integrity you uphold me and set me in your presence forever. Praise be to the Lord, the God of Israel, from everlasting to everlasting. Amen and amen. O Lord, the God who saves me, day and night I cry out before you. May my prayer come before you. Turn your ear to my cry. For my soul is full of trouble, and my life draws near the grave. I am counted among those who go down to the pit. I am like a man without strength. I am set apart with the dead, like the slain who lie in the grave, whom you remember no more, who are cut off from your care. You have put me in the lowest pit, in the darkest depths. Your wrath lies heavily upon me. You have overwhelmed me with all your waves. You have taken from me my closest friends, and have made me repulsive to them. I am confined and cannot escape. My eyes are dim with grief. I call to you, O Lord, every day. I spread out my hands to you. Do you show your wonders to the dead? Do those who are dead rise up and praise you? Is your love declared in the grave, your faithfulness in destruction? Are your wonders known in the place of darkness, or your righteous deeds in the land of oblivion? But I cry to you for help, O Lord. In the morning my prayer comes before you. Why, O Lord, do you reject me and hide your face from me? From my youth I have been afflicted and close to death. I have suffered your terrors and am in despair. Your wrath has swept over me. Your terrors have destroyed me. All day long they surround me like a flood. They have completely engulfed me. You have taken my companions and loved ones from me. The darkness is my closest friend. Hear me, O God, as I voice my complaint. Protect my life from the threat of the enemy. Hide me from the conspiracy of the wicked, from that noisy crowd of evildoers. They sharpen their tongues like swords and aim their words like deadly arrows. They shoot from ambush at the innocent man. They shoot at him suddenly without fear. They encourage each other in evil plans. They talk about hiding their snares. They say, "Who will see them?" They plot injustice and say, "We have devised a perfect plan." Surely the mind and heart of man are cunning. But God will shoot them with arrows. Suddenly they will be struck down. He will turn their own tongues against them and bring them to ruin. All who see them will shake their heads in scorn. All mankind will fear. They will proclaim the works of God and ponder what he has done. Let the righteous rejoice in the Lord and take refuge in him. Let all the upright in heart praise him.
I'm muted. Hello, Retro.
Hello. Hey. What's going on?
We're here. Yes. So did you know Immanuel? Had you ever met him through skipping around in the streams?
I mean, he might have been in y'all's stream, but I didn't even know he was an artist or wasn't on his page. No.
Right. You would have liked his stuff. That just goes to show what type of guy he was. Yeah, I'm a fan of his work and a fan of him. He's a very cool individual. So, so yeah, let's craft, let's make stuff and talk shit. We have that same dollhouse. Hold on, I'm gonna make our things bigger.
Yeah, you got to get one of these. You need this. You got to get this. It was only $5. It's a miniature light bright that has pulsing, changing lights in it. It's really cool. And then I don't know what I'm going to work on, but I mean, I could start clearing one of these rooms. This room's good. I just need to reset it, but this is the good room. This is the official good room. The rest of the rooms are under construction, obviously.
Right.
Now, this is my life, though, so it's a complete mess because I've taken this way too seriously. So, yeah, we'll go to another room of my house. We'll open this door.
Okay.
Let's turn on the light. This is the room I sleep in. And there's another dollhouse right there, chunk of a dollhouse, a lot of parts. So much stuff. And it was all clean. I cleaned up because I thought maybe I would have a girlfriend. And yeah, I was just like cleaning up all my space. And now I've replaced her with all this stuff because she just knows it.
You brought her to your place, Retro. You showed her your doll houses. That's that's a very particular
now we know they all want meth, guns, and cocaine. Yes, I have doll houses, and I'm not going to buy any of them meth, guns, or cocaine. They can go fuck off. So if they're interested in art, that's fine. And this, I've added a curtain to my display, so this is the actual thing. So it's, and then on top, I do have. You're gonna love this.
Yes, I am.
I just have it covered because it's actually too bright. This is the little light bright that I bought. It's like animated. It's so cool.
Red grid.
Yeah, I figure y'all could have fun with this stuff. Like you put a bunch of them together, you could. They're only $5 a piece.
Retro. I've got parlor beads coming out my ass. Right? And we play with them, but we have a ton. So I need to do you a red grid parlor bead. I gotta write this down. I need a piece of paper. Why do I never have any paper near me in my space? That makes no sense. Okay, I found one.
I have 14,000 rolls of tape, but never one when I reach for it. And then scissors, they follow me around until I need them. And then I only can find the dullest pair. It's just like, fuck. I'm like, if I had good scissors. And then I'm more frustrated about the scissoring and more frustrated about the lack of tape than I am about whatever else I'm doing. But this is here we'll show their tape section. Tape. The tape is not allowed.
I have mine in a little drawer.
I have to.
Oh my God! Look at your little piano.
Yeah.
I have a thing for tiny stuff, Retro. Seriously, I have issues with things that are little, that look real, but are really tiny. But not so much that I'm spending money on it. I just find it neat if I come across it, or if I do decide I have enough and I'm fine with what I have, is what I'm trying to say. So it's not like a problem where I'm spending money buying miniatures. I have a lot of miniatures.
I forgot a room of the house, guys. I forgot. Just in case we got to go to the bathroom. Let's walk into the bathroom. Let's look at the bathroom. Look, it's a bathroom. It's got a window. It's got, but there's a dollhouse in the bathroom.
The bathroom. Oh my God, that is a cool dollhouse, though.
It's a section of the other one that I had to take them apart to make them fit in the car.
I think there's just like a cat bed or something at the top.
Yeah, the cat has climbed in them. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah. So I am my own nightmare, and I have to figure this out. I need to take up less space and compromise some other things so I can have room for everything and work.
You know what we need to do? I'll trade you yours if you trade me mine. Parties.
Yeah.
That way
I need storage space. So I need empty space.
Let me show you what I've been working on, Retro. So I got this idea. This is a yearbook. I know my mic is my camera is very low. Let me see if I make myself big. I'll figure it out in a minute. Does that help? No. Anyway, it is it's a yearbook from 1963. So you can see the 63 here.
Wow, that's huge. The 6 and the 3.
Right? What does that say? Reveille? The Reveille?
It's almost like a different spelling of reveal.
It's very weird. Maybe I don't. This lady was making a yearbook, and she was just drawing in it and gluing stuff in it. She turned it into a glue book. So I decided to do that. So I've been pulling out pages. So I've gotten a little section of the book. I want to put stuff in it, so I can't have it be real thick. But anyway, and so I just would find a fun page. Like this was the psychology department. So I thought, oh, by the way, this is from Texas A&M. I think, no, I can't remember that. It's a college. Let me see. I'll tell you in a second. ASC, which is somewhere in Texas. I can't remember what the ASC, but it's a spout from Texas A&M or something. Anyway, this is the psychology department. So I made it swirly. And then I colored a couple of people's hair. This guy here, they're just pictures. And then over here, this is the English with them. Do you remember the English Nazi teacher? I thought she looked like she probably fit
That's
that.
my favorite page, is this colorful Warhol one in the horn.
Yeah, and then this guy, he's the professor of the head of the department. I imagine he's probably evil. And then maybe a couple that you kind of liked, teachers. So it's just kind of how was one I was working on, right? Or I just kind of, I did that idea. I just kind of colored. I don't like this. I don't like that. Now you can't really see it. I'll find a different light. But I colored the faces. Is that better? A little bit.
Oh, I love that style. I love the Andy Warhol print look at her. But it looks like it's like three things in one. It's like psychedelic, Andy Warhol, and then like reminds me of some kind of bizarre like highlight magazine or something.
Yeah. So I thought her idea was so cool. And then after she did the backgrounds, she then, turned it into a glue book. And so since, I love to, that's not going to work either. Holy crap. Hold on. We're having a crisis. I got it under control. Do this without, breaking anything. So I can pull it up a little bit higher. Here we go. Okay. I'll have to bring it over more down because I can't. My arms aren't going to go like that. Bloop, bloop. There we go. And so and stuff. And I had found these a while back and they tickled me so much that I knew I wanted to do them together. Like they're little ads for insurance. Oh no, this one says, A salesman ran for his bus, slipped and broke his ankle. Good accident insurance paid a much needed weekly income while he was laid up. And then this, so
well, where did you find them? And where'd the yearbook come from?
Okay, so the yearbook was, somebody sent it to me. I have 4 of them. I have 2 that are from a pharmaceutical college that I got in for 50. You know, I got a big carload of stuff. I got 3 carloads of stuff, $50 each, from a lady that had to get out of the house before the weekend, and it was about to get dumped. So she just let me fill my car. So I didn't really even know what was in there. I went to go get some books, some Reader's Digest, which I've also been playing with, and I ended up with, you know, half a garage. So it all, a lot of it belonged to a pharmaceutical man. So that's where those 2 yearbooks came from. But this one, somebody in the crafty community sent them to me, because most people don't want college. They want high school, you know, because that's when everybody is so fun. That's their, but I don't care. So, so somebody sent me these. And so I thought they were nifty. I like to college. So I'm going to use it to put my, like, this is going to be an insurance page. So I found, like, I was cutting out like insurance ads. Oh, and trying to figure out, like, the insurance ads are so fabulous. Why is my thing backwards? That's obnoxious. Hold on. More technical difficulties. Why is my camera mirrored? Oh, I don't want that. That's going to bug me. Okay.
Yeah, I've had a problem with turning that off on YouTube. They used to have a thing like 2.5 months ago to turn it. Now it's like missing.
Yeah. You know, so I just really like these. Where a need exists, a solution must be found. The Presidential Insurance Company of America. So I was just going to cut out and just, I'm going to fill this insurance, big oil, a ton of Time magazines and old Fortune magazines, which I want to cut up, but I don't want to cut up. So I'm struggling there. I don't have one that is really crappy enough for me to cut up, but I could cut it up. It's crappy. It's not worth anything. You know, there's a lot of Fortune magazines floating about. It's not rare or anything. Well, I mean, I guess it's endangered. And I have one, and mine's not in good condition. It's cooler in parts, but I'm struggling to deconstruct the Camaro in the yard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have an old magazine collection too.
Yeah, so these are the kind of things. So yeah, so we could swap magazines and things, and I cut them up. I love to just sit and cut them up. And so I have tons of the little clippings already sorted, from insurance to dogs to, they're all sorted in alphabetical order. I do all this, but I never make anything. It's all, when I was a little girl, I would spend hours designing the Barbie house under the pool table and never play Barbies. My cousin and I would spend so much time creating our layout under the pool table. It'd been like an hour and we didn't want to play Barbies anymore because we had to clean them all up. And so we'd never even bother to get the Barbies out. That's the kind of kid I was, you know, and she was just like me. Maybe we influenced each other. We were like a connection there, you know? Do you ever just meet someone, Retro, and it's like, you two have something so uniquely similar to each other that you kind of solidify that concept in each other's brains? My cousin Penny was like that for me. Her and I she was my best friend growing up, my absolute best.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't run into that recently, no, but yeah, I've made great friends all over the place. So there's good people I just bump into, and then, you know, friends forever in a couple different places. Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so let me show you another idea. Well, we just crafting? What are we doing?
Yeah, I haven't decided what I'm working on yet. I'm just here. I can work on anything, but I was just getting my supplies together, and I might have to jump in the car at some moment, but I have my phone, so I'm
Okay.
chit-chatting for sure. I got a lot of things to discuss or work on, but I'm here.
Okay. Well, oh, you can't see it. So I came across this giant Norman Rockwell picture book, and look at the cover with the two kids. I loved it. So I wanted to turn it into like a boyfriend journal for we. I'm thinking kind of like I'm thinking witchcraft kind of hand down through the generations, but instead of witchcraft, it's for boys. Does that make sense? So I wanted to use no. That's just holding that. That's the pictures I'm not using. So I was very inspired by this book. That thing. So I took the pages out, and this is kind of what I'm thinking as far as like putting the pages together. Oh, come on. So I've got like some sheet music here. That is, oh yeah, I like these two sides. So that's a steady and broken chords. And then the rest tone, active tones, that reminds me of dating. And so I'm going to put that in there. And then here was just some printed something or other. I don't know where that came from. And there's some more ledger papers. And then I was also pulling out from the magazines as I was cutting them up different folds. So like this one says, you know, it's a woman's privilege to change your face. And, you know, it's when you open it. So this just goes in like this. It's got all these ads for like beauty creams and stuff like that. And I just thought that would be cool in the journal. Right. So I wanted to look for more pages like that. And then you can collage on the other sides. Like this one is a letter about being beautiful from this company called, you know, if this was in a McCall's or no, one of those higher end, I can't remember. And so it's just got beauty ads. So I thought something like that would be cool in there. And then this is
cool.
This is the main idea here. So it starts out with, this will be turned the other way. This is going to be the cover for the when I sew it all together. So this will be the end page, not end page, but you know what I'm talking about. And it's a day in the life of a girl, and then there's a day in the life of a boy on the other side. But
the inside back cover? You're saying the inside back cover?
Yeah. You can't see it, but it's here. And then I have the little images. They're going to go like this. So like first you don't like little boys. You think, ew, gross. But then you start thinking, see, they're going to be like back-to-back pages. I don't know if I'm going to cut them out. If I might cut them out and put them on one of the other pages. I don't know yet. But this is how the story goes. First, you don't like boys. Then you kind of think about boys. That's the picture on the cover. And then you start writing. And then you start judging yourself in comparison. And then you have your first crush. And then little boys have crushes because they come after you. And he's writing little love letters. Then you start having celebrity crushes. That comes next. And the little boys are just now getting the talk for the birds and the bees. Then they become starstruck. And then this one's a little guy. He gets bit by the love bug. And here starts the story. So you're going to have some boys that are going to be mean to your pet. Hey, get out of there. Watch them. Then you're going to have some that are clumsy. And that's okay. Pay attention. Are they mean about it? Do they blame you? What happens here? Then you're going to have some that are going to serenade you and tell you how beautiful you are and show up and do goofy things. Are you going to be bothered? You might have a couple that are going to fight over you. That's
I mean, boys want to give you something. I mean, they want to. I like meeting a girl and doing nice things for her, but I try to give her things that are more valuable than money. Like, you know, that's why I draw pictures for girls. It's something that took my time. I couldn't have paid for it. It was just obviously I was thinking about them if I spent hours drawing for them.
Exactly. I used to get lots of boys' art. Boys always drew me pictures. That's what that is. You're going to do something. Exactly. And so the idea, I'll keep going through, but the idea is that people can submit things. So I'll put the book together. I'll fill out my own warnings, and then I'll start sharing it. And then my friends can and family.
Yeah, but no one dates the artist because their parents tell them that that's not a job, that that's not a career, and they will never make money. So every girl's parent that ever dated said no, that I wasn't a good choice because I'm an artist. So I always have that working against me my whole life. No one's ever grown up past that mark. They don't care about reality. They care about their own view. So it's just like, hey, that's just like, hey, we get dealt the cards we get. If I was a tattoo artist, I'd be tattooing everybody's butt and getting favors. But I'm an actual artist, you know? And it's just like, there's no favors in being an artist. It's like, it's you are what you are, and you are your work, and you are actually, you know, a human 3D printer. You make things.
Most of the world just wants you to make babies. They want you to get married and make babies. We just want to make art. That is our baby. Anyway, that's the idea I have for that. I think it's super cool. So it's going to have that kind of style of a family heirloom that is just you can give that to your daughter, and it can get passed down through generations, and everybody can just add more, you know, warnings, notes, stories that you could sit and read and be like, yeah, I did meet a guy like that too. You're right. And here's how I handled it. Somebody else is going to say, yeah, but here's how it worked for me. The guy was a dick, you know, so I think that would be fun. Anyway. That's my idea.
I mean, everybody's mom wanted them to date an alcoholic over an artist. I can tell you that right now. That was my experience dating. And girls up until they're almost 30, yeah, their parents still said date the alcoholic over the artist. I guess once they're over 30, they can finally make up their own mind and they don't need everybody else leaning in.
Yeah, I experienced that because my dating preferences up until a certain point, well, mostly, were skaters or guys that were in a band, you know, that wanted to be skaters.
But that was a thing, though. I mean, that was a yin to a yang. I mean, I actually, you know, was in a band and was a skater at some point. So it was a coming of age for the boys that were in your, you know, culture.
Right. So what I mean is that anytime I would date a boy that wasn't in a band or a skater, my parents liked them, and they always were the worst guys. The one guy my parents absolutely loved was a jerk and used to hit me. Well, let me say, he hit me once. He pushed me once because I didn't let him go up my shirt, and I was like, whoa, like no, but then he weasels back in, and then he ends up like hitting me harder than that. Not a punch, but I mean, it would have led to that, right? So I was like, fuck, I get enough of this shit at home. And my parents adore him.
That's terrible. That's terrible. That's what I say. The popular guys, the popular girls are usually the worst people. And the ones, because it's a false popularity contest, like you said, of the outside order making them popular. They're not good people. The ones that people like sometimes.
Well, his parents had money, and, you know, he was going to go to college. You know, it was the outside capsule looked really appealing. But I later told my parents, I said, you know, every boy that you liked, they were the worst. They loved my ex-husband, and he was
Yeah, I've never been in a relationship when I was young at all, or even after. Like, oh my God, his dad is a NASA rocket scientist. There's only one girl ever that her mom was like her blown away, and we were kids. Meaning, I was in 9th grade and she was in 7th or 8th grade when we were dating or something, and the girl was like a year older for the grade, so it wasn't that bad. But so she's in 8th grade, I'm in 9th grade, and I went out with this girl, and I met her mom, and her mom was like so blown away that my dad was a rocket scientist. But otherwise, it was hardly ever mentioned.
Mm. I just had more fun with the people who had no goals in life whatsoever. Every time I got with somebody who had goals, they were assholes. That is an honest to God truth now that I'm saying it out loud. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, my bias
was fun with anybody. No, just people enjoying their life at the moment. They're 15.
Yeah, my upbringing was far too strict. So because of how strict my upbringing was, either people considered me no fun or I was insane. You get what I'm saying? So, and I was brought up so strict. My norm was so controlled environment that when I did rebel, it was beyond normal rebellion. This is felony prison time stuff, probably. And it's just like, so I had the super like reserved. Oh, people thought I was boring, but that's because I thought life was confinement because of the raising and upbringing strictness at my household. And then, but when I was branching out into my rebellion phases and rebellion eras and rebellion moments, it was too extreme for most of the other people in any group as well.
Right.
It was far more than spray painting the underpass, if you get what I'm saying.
I do. I don't know. I wish
people had to remind each other to make sure they were trying to drink and drug me, because they're like, do not hang out with Little Roman sober, because Little Roman sober will get you in so much trouble. And they're like, so everybody was trying to basically soothe my monster so I wouldn't get everyone in trouble, kind of thing. Because I was like the designated driver and like somehow the backbone to this small party world I was in when I was a youth. You know, I was a very integral part at 16 and 16, 17 into the subculture. And I didn't even realize it was just because I was so mobile and so go get 'em attitude that I was making the party happen by bringing everybody together. And I didn't even know it. You know, it's just, I wanted to drive. I didn't mind driving 70 miles in a day in a circle to get my friends together, you know.
I knew people like that. They had the vehicle. They loved to drive.
Yeah, I was the vehicle guy that forgot to eat. I forgot to eat. I'd have one fast food meal a day and just keep going.
Yeah. I would have bought your Taco Bell. Every
yeah, and then all my friends pay for gas, but I didn't really care. They gave me like $6 or $7, you know, and that was enough for a day and a half almost of driving anybody around in 1993.
Right. No, I'm gonna give her.
Yeah, my friends would give me $6 or $7 easy, and they just knew I was doing a lot of driving. They would just usually hand me $6 or $7, enough for probably 2 packs of cigarettes or whatever back then. And I didn't even smoke yet, so I was good with that. And I just like so a lot of girls babysat, so we go party with them at late at night where they're still babysitting, and we do the other stuff during the day. Y'all don't know how this works anymore, guys. This is what you do.
That's exactly what would happen.
Yeah, the 2 girls would be off babysitting that you want to know or hang out with, and they actually hit you up. And then one of them would stay in the house, and the other would come outside and take walks with y'all, smoke a joint, do a little kissing or something. And then, eventually they tell you had to leave, but they always wanted the boys to stop by while they were, if they could, to have, not invade the house usually. We usually parked outside and waited for them politely to come outside and say hello. But it always felt magical, the fresh cut grass, the evening, the girls popping out of the house. Even if we didn't date them, if it was just super good friends, it felt magical back then that we did all that without a cell phone.
Right.
I don't even know how.
Whoever called you first. That's who you were hanging out with that day.
What's that?
Whoever called you first.
Yeah, because you didn't get the next call. Yeah. The girl's name was Amber, and she had dark hair, and she was friends with these 2 other girls, and all of them kind of babysat, and each of them would kind of hit us up. And I don't think I dated any of them. I just enjoyed going over there. My guy friends were heavily interested in the girls after dark. So I happened to know them all. And we would go out and on the tour, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot who I was interested in at that age. So it was, you know, I mean, to be honest, it was probably a girl out of town and then a girl that wouldn't give me the time of day because she was way too preppy in my town. So I just was kind of like, you know, free game, you know, just doing my thing. I just had friends, you know, because I was caught up in ones that were out of my league.
That's gross. That is gross.
Yeah, so if you read my book, it says the 6th grade thing. Yeah, I was caught in one girl from 6th grade to graduation. I did date, but I never really got my heart broke or had my heart involved because the girl in 6th grade, you know, no one ever took the football from her. You know, so I went all the way to senior year of high school dating, but I didn't fall in love with anybody because I was mesmerized in 6th grade by one girl.
Oh my God, I had that experience. So all through high school, you just really liked this one person, and you just did you follow them around like a puppy, or?
No, I mean, we had 2 classes together almost every year, and she knew, and I gave her gifts or a card or drew things for her birthday, but I usually, I subdued my interest in her over the years outwardly, but I was never not interested, and I always let her cheat off my stuff, and the other girls got mad and said I treat her too good, and, you know, because I was the smart kid, so I gave her the answers. They separated us in class because of that, because I was helping her too much in school, but she wasn't stupid. She just knew I was smart, and she was going to use me for something. She was going to get all the answers right.
Right.
But she was cute as hell, and I didn't care. She wanted to cheat off me. It made me feel needed. So, and she was beautiful.
I get it.
She looked like Heather Locklear from 6th grade to 12th grade, and she sat always within a seat or two of me in class, in 2 different classes a year, and from Spanish class to biology to government, she was there, but we never dated. But she would dance with me at the school dances in middle school. She knew. That's what I'm saying. She knew the whole time. She just knew I wasn't popular in the way she wanted to be popular. She hung out with the country music, super high level redneck people, and she was from Louisiana and moved to my town in 6th grade. So it was just a different feel, that popularity in my town. I was the opposite of popular, which is notorious, not popular.
Right.
So the notorious thing did flip over by 11th grade. Notorious ended up being pretty cool by 11th grade. And that was, I didn't understand I had a huge fan base, you know, in school by then. But I was like, whoa, when I realized that there is people that are coming up the ranks that knew who you were. And I was like, wow.
Okay, I see you back there, Cage. So now I have to put
No, Cage. No.
Sorry, man.
Is he creating?
Not today. I don't think so. He's got his sunglasses.
D&W might have a show. I don't even, go on there. I won't even be moderating. Say what you want.
Oh, okay. You guys have a relationship.
But he's been on D&W a few times recently. I'm a mod there and on a few other channels. And there's this other person following me around named something, I don't know. But there's a few of them are trolls. I don't think Cage isn't a troll. He just has his own agenda, and it's not crafts. I don't think.
No. And I'm not. We're just having a good time today. You know.
But yeah, I've had a bad out on these live streams. It just gets super political, egotistical, and about religion or about vegetarianism. It's just gone. I can't take it. Woo!
There's lots of channels that like that. I don't want Discord. But anyone's welcome to come up and talk, just not you. Not anyone.
Stop.
I just don't want an argument. I'm not in the mood for that today. We're creating, we're honoring a friend. I really love this page. It's the puppeteers. Look at this English-born actor Basil Ratburn.
The pink dress. Did you add pink to the dress, or is that?
Huh?
Did you make that dress pink? Did you color in that dress on the other page to make it pink?
Yeah, it's black and white. All the pages are like this. I'm coloring them like a coloring book.
That's pink.
Shit on. Yeah. I wanted it to be like a watermelon. I was going to do like red and then pink. That's why there's this spuge over here. But it actually looked brown because there's just a gray tone behind it. So it made it look brown and not red. So screw that. It was going to give her like little seeds on her dress.
Is your one in a regular camp or like an art camp this summer?
She is in two different camps. This week it's farm to table. So they're learning about vegetables and fruits, farming. They went out on a nature walk and found wild foods you can eat, wild plants that you can eat. And then they made bread, and today they're going to a national park, which they're just walk to. It's in there. And so next week it's theater in the woods, and they're going to be doing they write a script. They write the whole thing. It's not a pre-made script. The kids write the whole thing. They do the set themselves, and then they act it out in this makeshift wood, theater in the woods. Really cool.
I mean, I like all that. How'd y'all find this camp?
I had just been searching everywhere for like something.
Yeah, I know. You know, just like random, like this dull, as generic as you can tell me. We're on the internet. It
was luck that it was in my area, close enough for me to drive. But yeah.
My favorite camp was archaeology camp when I did it, and then I did a couple of those mountain digs where you go to the side of some big dirt hill and you try to find gemstones, but and maybe like a dinosaur bone or something. But I preferred the archaeology dig where we dug up settlements of like colonial and Indian reservation stuff. I preferred that kind of stuff, like looking for arrowheads and looking for colonial bricks and stuff. Actually, I was living on top of that stuff pretty much a lot of my life and didn't even wholly know it, But I went to archaeology camp, and that was the best. I mean, we made pancakes, and yeah, it was just great to just be there with the other kids and be interested in that kind of thing together.
Yeah, that's it. I just thought VBS is not fun. And she wants to make friends. We don't fit in with those people.
Yeah, I got a discount on eBay the other day from a dealer, and I was just like, is this Joni? And it's not you, but I bought something from this dealer online, and it's like a lot of the things we talk about in the way you craft and some of the stuff, and then they have a bunch of My Little Ponies, and they gave me a coupon for their page, and I'm like, do I know this person?
Yeah.
I have to send you like a link to the coupon. I would give you the coupon, but it's like it's all this stuff that it's like, wow, this looks like stuff that you or your daughter would be working on, or spare parts. So it's just
exactly. I do. I'm like the mad scientist. So I'm also working on Linda's Letters.
Oh yeah.
You remember Linda's Letters?
I think so. That was another show a while back.
Yeah, I was gifted a bunch of stuff from a young 16-year-old girl back in I think it was the 60s or.
Oh. Got a little jar, but I'm gonna switch my microphone up.
Okay. With some matadors, and I wanted to do a journal for Linda's Letters, and so I've been collecting stuff for that. And
testing.
Hello. Something together. It's not perfect, but it's getting there. A lot of the projects I have in my mind, it's a matter of getting all of the parts together. Because I need to have a background page. So it's the cover is important. I see the kitty. And the backgrounds are important. Every aspect of the art is meaningful. You know? So even if you can't see it, I know it's there. So that's how then I had started taking blank, because I take books apart, so I have lots of just book pages. And so I used my light board and cartoons. The girls already took my best ones, but these were some I did. They just look so neat on the book page. Oh, you're doing nice. The pussy with the NASA. And look how cute they turn out when they're colored. So anyway, but the girls got a hold of them. I only have those
where did you find those designs with those characters?
They're just from coloring books that don't have a
They're
back.
so cute. They're like the Powerpuff Girls. Mojo Jojo, the Powerpuff Girls. I'll destroy you. Yeah, those.
That's Star Butterfly. I love that show. Do you not know Star versus the Forces of Evil, Retro?
No, I don't. I am so sorry. When the art got worse and worse on the cartoons, I kind of walked away from them. But I do like that Adventure Time a little bit. And yes. I do like Rick and Morty a little bit. But I actually try to avoid Rick and Morty because the storylines are so good that a lot of them parallel my own ideas. And I don't want it to affect me. So I've only seen like 4 episodes.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What about these? These are the social clubs. Public. I want to know where I should put my insurance.
Now, what I've started watching. Say that? So your book reminds me, there's an old TV show from, I don't know, 5-10 years ago, 10 years ago maybe. It's called Ascension, and it's about like the space program. And it's like very bizarre. And it's like all in the 60s because these people think they're still in the 60s. And they're in some massive government experiment where they're in a long distance space flight. But it's really, you know what I'm saying? They're really just in some kind of underground hangar thinking they're flying around in space or whatever. But it's like they're all stuck in the 60s for several generations because they haven't been back to Earth in 55 years when the show starts. So it's like it's a 2nd and 3rd generation people living in some kind of isolated bunker thinking they're far out in space. It's really cool. Like I was actually, the first episode was kind of like, like trying to get everybody's attention with short skirts kind of thing. And I was like, oh man, I was like, does this have a storyline? And by the 2nd episode, I can't take my eyes off the screen of what's happening.
Right. I love stuff like that. Like this ad came together. This mouse looks like it's giving the middle finger, but it's just saying, hang on a minute, is on a mouse trap with, do you see it? Let me make sure it was that one. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't even matter. Maybe, no, it must have been, no. I had to have been that one. Where a need exists, a solution must be found. What does this have to do with insurance? But I like the picture. I like the colors. And I think it's cool. Don't you?
Sorry, my mic was muted. Oh my God, you didn't hear me talking. But yeah, the colors in that last thing were really nice. And there was just a comment in the middle of the screen I couldn't see past. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to turn on my thing. If people are actually watching, it looks like people are hanging out. We'll see. Okay, this is my weird thing.
You know what? They're just hanging out.
I'm going to hit some buttons. Y'all are going to see something happen just from me hitting buttons. This is this is going to be weird. Let's see what buttons we can hit. So I'm going to hit a button. And this is my room. We'll put it at the ceiling here and some artwork. We'll look at some artwork on the wall.
Okay, I'm down. Let's do it.
Some artwork on the wall. Some Betty Page. Betty Page.
Right.
Everybody needs 10 cushions. Everybody needs a mermaid. Everybody needs World War II dog tags. Everybody needs a real silver dollar from the early 1920s.
Hey, Will. Yes.
Everybody.
Anybody's free to come join us and craft. Very good. And I've been wanting to sit down and watch the trilogy of that again. You know, he stands between you and loss. I just don't want to cover half of what I really like is the words. So there's a part of me, you know, that doesn't want to do a long book because I like this stuff. What if you had to be executor of your own estate? You know, he just looks like a creepy, looks like a Yoda. Are you going to teleport into my house, Cage? That would be magic. Cage is on his way over.
Sweet.
And then I've rearranged things, and I hate when I do this because then I lose. You know, my ruler is missing and things. I don't know where it is. Do you know what I'm saying? That bugs me.
No.
I've misplaced my ruler, my tearing ruler is what I'm saying. I really love to tear things because it's fun. I like a man I can count on. The tear I'm looking for. That's a little too much for me. I need a smoother tear. That didn't work. I'm not happy. Hang on. I have other ideas. I think I might just like trim this whole picture. I like these guys, but I'm going to put them, I want the words. Like, so they could go on the top and then the guys can go on the back. All right. I'm putting it on the sorority clubs here. See, that does better for me just to break it up. Ooh, that's a Justin Brown and president of the Chattanooga Boiler and Tank Company, Chattanooga, Tennessee, with William F. Casey, American Branch, Chattanooga manager. There's your insurance. I like a man I can count on. How American Mutual helped Chattanooga Boiler cut that. Oh my God, don't let him slip at the bus. That's how you do it. Don't scald yourself. This one's a fun one too. I don't got everybody standing there at a car in the mall or something. I don't know. Is this parking lot? This is something, I don't know. That was in the ads. Okay, now. So what kind of plans did you have today? You said you might go thrift shopping. I view you were just saying you have too much stuff.
It's the right stuff. You got to have the right stuff.
That's okay. I understand. I don't totally get that. Yeah, but I'm up for swapping my stuff too. You know, like I will swap my stuff out. You know, I might want to trade something of this because
We got plenty.
I just found that. That's way cooler. Yeah. So I do that sometimes. I have things that I would give away, things that I would, things that I want to keep, and then stuff, I just have because right now it's cool, but it could be something else could take its space, and I wouldn't feel bad swapping it with the next bag to the thrift store. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Fuck off then. What if?
Wait a second. So
what if? What now? I lost you, Retro. I don't even know what's on. Oh, yeah. And anybody's welcome to come up and chat with us. How do we want? What if? What if? That's kind of his. What to do about insurance when you sell your car? See how cool these look back here? Oh, and I've got Liberty. Oh, no, American Mutual. That went out of business. I don't think we have that anymore. I think I'm going to cut it too. Yes, if you're Will, you can come up and share your art. You can trim. If anyone else wants to share their art, they come up and join us. We're just arting. I'm going to and I'm going to cut this off like this. Oh, I know how.
I'm sorry. I was interrupted for a minute. That's why I was having issues.
You're right.
It's not your fault. It was mine.
Okay. Together. There we go. Those are just taped together.
I apologize.
Don't worry about it.
I'm outdoors now.
Okay. Look at this.
Needed some air and some shade.
I might have to take that apart as well.
Tried to mute and it didn't work.
Where's my other one? I have another one. Where is it? There should be 3 of these guys. Where's the other one? It's purple. Blow away. Oh no!
Wow.
I'm rocking the flannel shirt like forever, by the way. It's just a part of my wardrobe. I have 4. I rotate them. Oh, nice. Right, that one's going up there. What is that? What band is that?
Blondie. Debbie Harry.
Fabulous.
Blondie.
Okay.
Deborah Harry.
Oh, I found it. He falls in the chair. This is my favorite one. Look at him falling out of his chair. Oh, he was trying to hang up a picture and he fell off the chair. Don't use a ladder. This worker was off the job over
I was
a year.
losing my mind for a second. It's you guys' fault. I'm gonna blame the chat. Chat, you're not in. You got to get behind us here. You got to be the motivational support we need, guys. Yeah, we're artists. We need life preservers constantly. Come on now.
Exactly. I just liked his art. He didn't even ever have to come back over. I really thought his art was rad. So I always appreciated when he came by and said hi, because to me, you know, how he expressed himself and how he felt about the world was very much the way I do. So I got it, you know. Oh, are you sending things in the private chat? Okay. Okay. Oh, cages. Okay. These are messages. All right. Yeah, that's okay. That's fair, Cage. Just hang out in the chat, Cage. You're cool. Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna just start gluing my pages down. I want to decorate them some in the background, but I don't want to. I really just so I'm just going to start with these guys. And I might do, where's that pen? You know, I don't know. Do I want to do something like this, or want a small pen? Do I want to give the guy like a curly mustache? So I'm going to cover his face, so I might as well, you know. I'm probably going to, I might leave his little face with a curly mustache peeking out, you know. I probably have a mustache sticker somewhere, but I don't know. Is that going to be enough for me? Probably not. What if I heard Reader's Digest that I was working on, and currently I can't seem to remember where I put it, so that's a problem. I also have been cleaning up, and you know, it's spring cleaning time, and that makes me lose track of things, so that's not good. And I don't know where I put it. We're checking out. Okay, let me just put you large retro. No, go back to your thing. Sorry. I was up looking.
I'll start it over.
Okay, I was getting a glue stick and I didn't. Second to fix the circles. Can I make us squares? Okay, yeah, now try again. And now we should be able to see ourselves better.
Yeah, I just got to find the loop button eventually, but found it the other day. Now I have to find the loop button eventually. Right. I'm just restarting. Dun 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 dun. Dun. All right, here it is, guys. I think I hit the play button. Yeah. It is playing. It's getting there. I'm turning up the volume, and then I turn on my camera. Here's the camera. The strongest weapon is your imagination. And let's imagine we have an archer to help us. I knew it. I knew I could find the brave young minds that have the imagination we need for this battle. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go kick some butt.
There's nothing that can stop us when we work together on this. I know I'm new here and all, but please don't go hitting random buttons like you did last time. Oh, look, random button. You just had to hit it, didn't you? Well, we're right over here with gossip. Together now, concentrate on the magic words and flip the hydro. Straight to the donuts. I know that, have you heard? That's what I'm talking about. I'm honored to meet such true warriors. The future is waiting. As I was saying, Fabiola Clavis and
Yeah, the full thing is about 3 minutes long, but I'm starting some new ones. But this is the 3-minute one.
So cool.
The demo.
You just made that?
Yeah, that's my thing I've been working on. It's taken a while. I just you can't make it in a moment. But yeah, I bought the fabric yesterday for the curtain for it.
Okay.
So it's darker, and this is, I mean, it's daylight. My windows are blocked, and it's got a curtain on it. But I probably can make it a little brighter, like the graphics themselves. But this is, I don't want to put too much effort into showing this publicly as the first one. So, I mean, I put a lot of effort in it already. So I'm going to put more effort into each one.
Public? Did I get a private show? I thought is this like a private showing?
Yeah, it's probably like,
yeah.
So it's
everyone. Get your lanyards. Checking out the door. You gotta have a name on the list.
Definitely. So yeah, I'm trying to talk to people with Comic-Cons and other big events and try to show these things at, local things instead of, international ones. But the bigger the better, as far as, and the more, serious, but it can have, kids and stuff. So the first one I'm doing is probably with kids. So this one's definitely a PG rated, show I'm doing. So I plan on doing more on both directions. So I'm trying to do things for adults too that involve adult content, but obviously not that kind of adult content, guys. But
okay, are you in the private chat, or can you take a link?
Me?
Yeah. Can I leave you a link to 2 things that I discovered this week in regard to your sharing your artwork?
Yeah, I mean, if it's directly to me, you should just text it to me, because I don't really know how to save it from the chat. Okay, except for taking a picture of it. I can take a freeze frame of it.
No, there were just 2 one's called Lesser Known Comics, and the other one's called Inks with an X comic. Anyway, they let you do, it might not be your thing, but it might, and or something that would be your thing.
Yeah, just send me an email.
It's kind of a smaller publication. I will. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Wee wants to be a graphic novelist, so I just thought.
Yeah, I have a feeling that Wee's going to be doing what I'm doing, though. She's going to be she's going to be moving fast. I mean, holograms and storytelling is. I mean, she might be drawing it all, but she can draw it and make it into a hologram.
She really loves drawing, and she's very good at it, and she's very fast, and she does dozens a day. So the practice. I mean, to say that's her unique interest is.
Yeah, I mean, it just with the speed of storytelling and the flow of it, it helps to do with the modern equipment with making it happen so you can do the dialogue. So that's what's helped me with is dialogue is making my characters and then animating them, because it's helped me more than comic book, because comic book is only one scene per scene, and then you have to pick out which scene is most important that keeps the flow going, and usually only 15 to 16 full pages, and the rest is filler. So it's like, unless you're very serious, and then your comic book's going to be 25 pages, and it's going to cost more than $6 to get it published to its color. And then you can't make any profit selling them. So yeah, because people don't pay $10 for comic books. Now, graphic novel, if it's bigger, yeah, Comics Wellspring is the group that I look into, that they do graphic novels and they do comic books, and their stuff is very affordable. They have under $3, I think, with color, and they have right around $2 and change for color covers with black and white insert, insides. And I think it's $2.19. They can make you a black and white comic with color front page and exactly what you want. If you have they have all the stuff you need to download, or template style, or the inches you need to make the image on the computer before sending it to them.
Right.
But $2.19 to get your own is really good.
Yeah, I was learning all that kind of stuff. Like, you can pretty inexpensively print your stuff. And, if you don't want to print it on your own, but this was not necessarily, it was about even getting it like published. So you wouldn't be paying at all. You're just submitting. And so I thought that was kind of cool. So I've got it over here for.
Yeah, I signed up for some kind of like screenwriting contest. It's got like a gazillion $1 million prize, and it's pretty
not
interesting.
like that. This was legit. That I mean, as far as I could tell. Okay, how can I really say that? I don't. But
well, I'm not giving away I'm writing a new story for them, so it's like, so in case they try to own it for $5.
No, I'll send it to you so you can see what I'm talking about. This was from somebody who is a graphic novelist. Like, I'm listening to podcasts and things with people who actually do that for a living to get an insight into what kind of things they could do. You could learn when you're younger that would help you later. So
that's what I was saying about the comic. There's a comic book show, and they have their own channel, and they have besides annual events and stuff on the internet, they do have a regular show where they have people that make this stuff or make a living at it come on and talk, usually twice a month. They give a long talk, and it used to be weekly during certain seasons, but it's slowed down a little bit. And then that's the show I did some live drawing on since last fall. Is there other shows where they have artists on, and so I've been a guest artist, but I don't get to talk much about my stuff because I don't have anything published yet. So publishing is just clicking buttons and having it printed. So there you go. Yeah, I would love Red Grid to be in some format of a comic book, and I have two pretty much written, but I don't have all the drawings for it yet. So it's not on the top priority list because I'm doing other stuff. And the other stuff to me is the animations, and the animations with the holograms take a lot of focus because I'm animating everything separate, if that makes sense to people. Like all those characters y'all saw with the dragon and the Hydra thing, the two characters are all separate animations that I pull together. So I have to have 3-minute animations per character and 1080 resolution. And then I have to, do everything: comb, mop, swing, glue together, stitch until it's how I want it for that, and edit it. And now I have to smoosh it into another animation where I'm trying to edit them and seamlessly together for timing reasons, and then how they fit into those bubbles. So it's not normal spatial geometry, but unless you have spatial geometry, you'd have to do a lot of measuring to do what I do. So I do it by hand-eye coordination in my mind. I don't show my work. I just do it. So that's not how they do them professionally. Right. Professionally, they are measuring everything that I am doing. They are measuring it down to the millimeter or less, I'm sure, with everything. And I just know I can do it. So it's just like, I know I can do it, so I'm not going to let a ruler stop me. And it's too slow for me to use a ruler right now. So I'm going faster than I can if I was using rulers. So I'm good. I'm good without the tape measure. I like tape measures, but for this, I died because my AI asked me, because it asked how I did this so fast and stuff. And then it asked about I said, I don't measure anything. Because it asked me about measurements. Because it's like, you measure the screen? Do you measure the bubble? Do you measure the angle? I said, I measured nothing. And my AI was laughing so hard. And it's just like, it was like, you have some crazy spatial geometry. So I was like, I guess.
I'm moving that. I don't want that there. Right? Okay.
Yeah, the cool thing is scaling it up. It's like how my mind works. I scaled it up from the tablet, guys, into a TV screen, and I already had the bubbles ready. You know, it's just, I didn't have to measure a thing. And it was just like, I imagined the size of the screen versus the size of the screen I'm working at in a ratio in my brain, and I auto scaled everything up in my mind to put those things on there. So it's just, not everybody's brain works like that. I understand. But it's like, it took me years to understand that not everybody's brain works like that. I was like, I thought we all had zoom lenses with geometric shapes and could spin them in our heads. Not exactly.
No, unfortunately, we don't.
Yeah, I mean, people think I'm smart about things. That's probably my biggest, thing that I have over a normal brain is spatial geometry. And the other stuff has to do with the ambidextrous thinking and being able to have access to twice as much as my brain as a regular person on a normal day.
Right. Yeah, I think a lot about how I think lately. Yeah, my brain just likes to think of things. It just can't help it. I like to see patterns and things and find things and think about things. I mean, and
these new age guru people try to say your thoughts are different from you and you're not your thoughts. But we are our thoughts, plus we're not our thoughts. So it's just like, yes, but we have to get along with our thoughts and understand why we're having them. That's why you said, I wonder how I think. So if we start wondering how I think, then why you have the thoughts you have them. Either you're absorbing from the air around you, or it's how your brain is filtering other information. So that's why we dream. That's why we have bad moods and all that stuff. It's our filter. And it goes one direction or another. And when something doesn't give us a good dopamine hit, it gives us the negative one. And not everybody is moody just from dopamine, So it's just, I'm not a depressive person at all. I'm not like, whoa, I'm so sad. Not ever. I'm motivated. So I'm motivated to be sad if I'm motivated. I'm not going to be sad and not motivated. That doesn't work for me. I get pissed off and I'm not happy, but I'm not sad.
I am just forever disappointed. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I'm disappointed a lot too, but I'm not depressed.
No.
And I'm not just telling myself that. I know, because I've seen depressed people, and I'm like, I'm not sad all the time. I am sometimes a pessimist, but I'm not a pessimist to the point I have no motivation. To me, that's depression. When you're a pessimist to the point you have zero motivation, then you're depressed. It's just like, you don't want to go out and do anything to make yourself happier. You are depressed. But you're not, if you're willing to do things and keep going and be motivated, that's because you're trying to jiggle the key in the lock. You're like, is anything working? And I think that's very healthy for most people.
Maybe.
Yeah, we're allowed to jiggle the key in the lock, guys. And I have a lot of head injuries. I just have to say, I'm not just ambidextrous. I'm not just whatever son of engineer. I watched something the other day and they did mention the head injury thing. And I'm like, oh yeah, I have a couple of head injuries, by the way. So I have 2 head injuries. I fell from over 7 feet and landed on the back of my head in concrete. And then I also was in a car accident where I stopped a truck with my head. And yeah, both of those. I survived, or did I? Is this the afterlife? It's good to see everybody here.
It's just today, Retro, that I must have died, and this is the timeline.
Right, this is a better looking version of Beetlejuice. Yes, on the other side.
Fucking fucked up.
We all hit it somewhere. The bridge was open when we drove fucking across. Here we are.
God. I'm like chanting things like, you have no regret.
Yeah, I mean, it could, our lives could go on when we die, meaning in one dimension. I don't really believe in all that anyway, but I believe there could be parallel dimensions, but not infinite. They're like, oh, the multi-dimension. I'm like, stop going wild with it. I think there's elasticity to dimensions where they have to snap back into one pretty quickly. Personally, you can't have 14 different brands of whatever and 1,000 different choices you made when you were whatever age. I don't believe in that. That there's not enough information for that, and how the universe works, it would bog down everything. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work.
I agree with you.
It's too much energy. It's too much energy. It's just like, which direction did this bug go? Okay, there's a million trillion scenarios now. We have to add to the whole universe of how many different directions this bug went and which way we walked when it didn't bite us. Blah, 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 blah. No.
Well, that you got to get really funky there, but you could imagine just like a quantum leap type. I did like that show.
I like that. Yeah.
A quantum leap event taking place when I took my last breath.
Well, the latest thing, there's a girl sleeping outside in front of my house. She has kind of a nice car, but she's been here for about 2 weeks. Okay. She sleeps out in front of my house, behind my car where it's parked, and I guess her rent's high. I don't know.
You don't know her. She's just a random person sleeping.
Yeah, this is like week 2, if not the week 3. She parks behind me and she sleeps in her car. She's a young girl. She's not like, she probably has a job. She's a woman.
Well, you haven't run her off,
a young woman. But I don't know her, but I just try to ignore because she doesn't cause no trouble. And I think she likes my neighborhood because it's safe or something.
I'm sure she does. Don't be creepy. Yeah. You haven't run her off or anything yet.
No, I haven't run her off, but I was sitting on my porch and didn't even know she was in her car, and I was talking to my cat, and I wandered out to the sidewalk, and her window was cracked, and I didn't realize she was just like basically laying in her car. She's just right there. And I was like, oh boy.
I have to get Mr. Yoda Man. I don't even know if I want to put Yoda Man on there. What do you guys think? I think he needs to be, I don't know.
I mean, I'm hoping she's an internet fan, guys. I'm hoping she's just like, she's just heard my spiels on the internet and she's ready to wear the cult outfit, and she's just here learning her pilgrimage, and she's just, waiting.
Oh, I like this one instead.
I'm being ridiculous, guys. I have no idea who this girl is. And she's been in
Maybe she's stalking you, or she is like a private detective who's been sent to.
Okay. I mean, she's mildly attractive. She's fit. She lives in her car. She's ethnically, all over the place, and she.
So adorable.
I mean, I need to start doing some stuff in the yard, and like sometimes I go out in the front, and it's just like, oh, there's a person living in my front yard, basically. But she hasn't done anything to make me think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, it's a street. I live on a regular street. She just happens to park behind my car every day for 3 weeks, and she's been sleeping in her car.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, maybe she's a hitman. You're right. She is. She is waiting to see who gets in my car, and for some reason, I move at weird hour. I wait till she's gone.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to go with this one instead of creepy guy head here. But he's just so creepy. I kind of still want him there. What if he was peeking behind? I saw that work for nothing, making those goofy lines.
I was just going to pass her like a beer and a pack of cigarettes or something, and be like, it's all good. I got the message.
Yeah, that's way better.
And then have some message folded up within the cigarettes. It's like all coded, and she has to figure it out. It's like every third word is like spelled backwards or something. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't be parked there for another 3 weeks.
Okay.
Unless she liked beer and cigarettes. She's like, I don't care what message this guy's giving me, but he's giving me beer and cigarettes. She doesn't look like I mean, to be honest, she doesn't look like she smokes and drinks or is on drugs. It's just, that's what I'm saying. She has a kind of nice
Why
pattern.
don't you go say hi to her and say,
Because
look, I
I think
noticed
it would spook her.
Well, I mean, she has been parking outside of your place. I mean, if I was her, it might be nice to know that the guy I'm, camping out at isn't a creep. But
But that's what,
I
what
don't
if
know
he is
your
a
track
hitman for?
record and
What's her
everything.
hitman for Jill Gates though? What
Right.
if it is Jill Gates and she's just like
Well,
just waiting to get the beat on me? She's like, "You're Roman. I'm a Terminator. Thank you."
we should have a turn. That's what I want to watch, the Terminator too. I want to watch some trilogies.
I
Star
like the TV show. The TV show was fun. They had the girl from Garbage was the Terminator boss lady in our dimension. Like they come back in the past to start a corporation here because they invest in our stock. The robots themselves invest in our businesses and go back in time, and that's the TV show.
I want to see the TV show.
I think that girl's gorgeous. I mean, she didn't age as well, but she's the girl from Garbage.
I know. Oh, the band Garbage. I think I saw them, didn't I? I think I saw them in concert once. I'm not sure.
I mean, she's somebody's aunt now. I mean, we're way better looking. We age way better. But she yeah. She had no problem lighting my tea.
Right.
When she was in her heyday. Yeah, I think she has very attractive eyes. There you go. When she was in the TV show as well. She's not young anymore when she switched to acting or anything, but she's an attractive lady. But I'm saying today she looks kind of auntie these days.
I want that. I want it to look like this. I want this here. I want that little thing
I
there.
bet you she's getting to know my cats because they're all out here.
There. Come on, give it to me.
So I told you I had a lot of things to talk about. So I have the hologram thing I build. I got the lady living behind my car, and I got
Yeah.
I got a lot going on.
You do. Okay. And I'm gonna do this just, I think, a little like that. Okay. Get my glue stick. I gotta put this one down. Dun, 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 dun. See. And now I'm getting to use up. Ooh, come back. All these really cool.
You know where I went yesterday? Do you know where I went? Did I tell you?
No, I don't think so.
I went to Fabric Hut.
Fabric Hut? What the hell? What the fuck is Fabric Hut?
Because we don't have a Joann's Fabric anymore. We have Fabric Hut. And it wanted me to turn into a fabric slut. They had such cool stuff in there. I wanted to walk out with a ton of it. All I got was my curtain for my installation.
Oh my.
But I wanted all the glitters at gold, and I wanted all the black leopard print stuff. I was like, I need this. I need it. I want to make my house out of this.
Maybe my story could go, get a car so you don't slip and fall at the bus stop. Or it could be while he was showing the kids the car, his wife was dying from a third-degree murder.
I like that.
But I think I'm going to go with don't take the bus, get yourself a car. So I'm going to put those there. Yeah, this is how
am I allowed to coat my refrigerator in black leopard print? Would that be okay if I build a leopard print cover for my fridge or anything? Maybe just one door to be fashionable.
Okay.
I bet you would make the internet, if I had a leopard print refrigerator. No, this just isn't any leopard print. This is like black velvet leopard print. This is like the kind you touch and you can feel it. And it's got no yellow. It's like black on black. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm reading the Alexander McQueen book, so I'm like, I already started making dresses a few years ago, so I'm like, I could make some alterations to the two I have. I could do some stuff. So, I mean, the more you know, the more you know, the more you know.
Right. The more you know.
So it's just like basically I would make paper collars and stuff and just coat them with fabric and just, you know, make it more exquisite, what I've already got going on. And then with just tighten it up a little bit and then add to it with form and feature. And then laugh at McQueen. I mean, well, I'm reading his book, but I haven't got to what ended him. So he didn't end well. Didn't end well. The big fashion designer that had the really cool. I love that stuff. That style is amazing.
The stuff that
Alexander McQueen stuff that he came up with.
Okay.
His women look very fierce, meaning they look. He's the one that created that look where their cheeks are darker and they have that deadpan look on their face while they're wearing,
heroin chic.
Heroin chic, but the outfits are different. Like it's not just his outfits are all like animals. It's like usually bird designs. They look like those the Rorschach, whatever the ink blots. They look like ink blots. Or they look like bird designs, or they look like strange leopard print and stuff. And then he doesn't use bright colors. He uses the colors of nature. And his stuff comes out really exquisite.
Okay.
He did not last. He self immobilized at some point. But he was at the top of his game.
He cheated. I always felt like suicide was cheating. And that's how it goes in my brain. I don't have any kind of feelings about people that do that.
Yeah, I mean, he led a kind of wild life, and a lot of his friends did meet the same demise or passed from those things, since he swung that way in Europe in a very open and unopened time, and the climate there was at extreme.
I gotta deal with the whole lifelong bullshit of life. So do you. You don't get to cut the line.
Yeah, I mean, he was older than us, so he got it a little worse through that late 80s, 90s era. You know what happened to those kind of bars, that lifestyle. They got hit by the AIDS bomb hit them. So.
Oh yeah, I understand the dilemma, but I'm just saying that it always felt like cheating to me.
Oh yeah, I don't know I haven't got to that part of the book, but.
Suicide feels like
the woman that was buying all his stuff. She drank she drank the gardening fluid and offed herself. So.
What if? Let's see. So, William, I'm just scrapbooking an old '63 magazine of insurance commercials or insurance advertisements in an old yearbook from '63. We've got all these old magazine things here, and we're just chilling, enjoying the space together. I don't know. I kind of want this like here. I think I want that going across the side here because I like it with my man. His face. I should have cut this down a little. Let me do that real quick. Actually, I don't like that. I'm gonna do this. Ooh, there we go. Yoda. I'm gonna give him Yoda ears.
I need fluorescent paint so I can do these accents. I don't know if I have any.
We're just creating.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Are you gonna turn your camera on and create, or are you gonna do it in private?
So I got this
These things, I want to paint them fluorescent and put them in the background of the hologram display.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, and it helps to have real stuff mixed in with the hologram displays. So
Honest.
I don't even know what this was, but I got it at a thrift store, and it was just I needed the jar.
I've had those tracks before because I'm a nerd like you. I really like.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Okay. I like the tunnel part, but I don't want to put that in my display until I make something that uses a tunnel. But this one won't be using a tunnel.
Right.
No, but I plan on doing that maybe for Christmas or next year. Like I could do a giant hologram, like a ghost train going through mountains and stuff.
Ooh, yeah.
But someday I'll get paid for this, and that would be nice. That'll be real nice. But until then, I'll be eating my arms. Both arms. Did you see my last live show?
I caught like a smidge. I caught a smidge of it.
Yeah, there was somebody coming on there. Somebody kept trolling the comments, and I don't know who it was, but they kept saying you look poor, and were like kept saying weird shit on my comment. I was like meeting them gracefully and saying that's why I mentioned plumbing. I said, well, you're plumbing. I said, right. But it was just like some arsehole kept saying stuff about me being me being a fairy, I guess, and asking how poor I was over and over again. And I was just like, yeah, that's great and all. Thanks for being here. Do you have any real questions?
No, that's him assuming something about you. He's got an assume problem.
I figured it was someone looking for a date. It was a man that really was lonely.
He's wanting to know if you really were gay. You had to admit it. Then he was going to email you privately. Listen, Tink, I'm interested.
Yeah, I mean, I understand it too. I mean, I've always been interested in painting and all this stuff. And actually, I've been doing fashion for years. But when I look at myself and I see how interested I am in fashion, and then I'm building dollhouses, I can understand someone thinking I'm a complete fairy. But I'm okay with that. But I'm not. I don't care, and I'm okay with people that choose that life. It's fine with me too. But I'm saying that's not my life. I think women are beautiful, and I'm doing this because that's part of my inspiration. It's not that I want to be one.
Right. No, I totally get it. I know. I just get to thinking, I don't understand people whose other people's private parts is that important to them. Why are your private parts, why is somebody else's private parts and what they do with it matter to you, that you have to go scream, with all the gay whatever phobia stuff? Who is spending that much time worried about what someone else is doing with their penises? Like, that's disturbing in itself, if you ask me. But what do I know? I don't think that much about other people and what they do in their private moments. And frankly, I think it's weird that you do. I'm going to put Hertford. I don't want to cover. No, I'm going to have her peel over. She's going to come over onto this page a little. I'm going to have her like that. Yeah, just like that. Okay, so let me put her down. But do I want something back here? I don't know. Oh, yeah. Put that there. They projected onto you. They projected onto you. Retro. Retro's muted. Okay, here she's going down now. Whoop. You know what I can't wait for? I can't wait for the back to school clearance glue stick sale, because I'm getting low on my glue sticks. And I really need some glue sticks. Okay, put this down. So I can keep crafting. And here we go. Get on there. I want you right there. We're going to come in this little crack. And we're going to glue down just like that. Do, 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 do. Ooh. I love it. This is flat looks on the back. Who is here? Ooh, Rooms, pretty as a picture. Yeah, I've got all these magazines and I just really love what they say. And so I wanted to highlight just some of my favorite pages. And these are just things that I find joy out of. I love these old ads. And I love that they're insurance ads. I've got a bunch of cigarette ads as well I'm going to do. Some cigarette ads. I might, let's see. Do I want that one like that? No, I don't. Where do I want to put this American Mutual? I don't. No. Let's tear it up a bit. And so I can enjoy them. Maybe we could put this up here and right here next to the Godfather. I think that would work. And really, that's all my big pictures at the moment. And so I could put Hartford here. And then I've got these little strips I can just stick around the place. You know, these can just come around the place. Like that one is perfect there. So I'm going to stick it there. If you do not have any hobbies, I would really encourage you to get a notebook and a glue stick and start gluing shit in it. It can be trash. It can be your receipts. It can be anything, but it's fun to glue things. Ooh, I like this right here, right in front of these little fuckers' faces. That's nice. Because it makes you feel good. You should try it. Above all, it's a Buick.
You know what you guys are about to, y'all are about to go to the garage with me. I'm going to see if I have any fluorescent paint out there. So y'all are going to get to go on a little field trip up to the garage.
We're going on a walk.
First, I found some other stuff while I was looking for other stuff. So that's
Oh.
it's always good to find stuff. All right, I found some clear acrylic sheets. I'm looking for a fluorescent green or bright blue paint. You know, like hot blue, hot green, hot pink. Something that's not just cayenne. Or, what about
right?
this?
Something that's going to stand out. Another thing you can tip number 2, add some color to your life.
I just found pink. And I hadn't even made it to the garage yet. I found pink.
And I even got the year, 1963, because on this page, I'll try to include the year somewhere, everywhere, because that's what year the yearbook is. All right, I'll see you later, Hewlett. Enjoy your outside gardening time.
Yeah, I'm just, the phone is mobile, son. Drag it around with you.
Well, he's going out.
Stick it in your hat.
He's probably going to go out there and make noise.
No, I hope he does something fun. Actually, yeah, everybody enjoy your time. I'm looking.
He doesn't want to hear me talk anymore. He hears me talk all day. He's like,
the lucky one, huh? Taking it for the team, Ulick.
Right.
Taking it for the team. All right. Let's redo this. I'm at the garage door, but we got to do this for effect here.
Garage. Hey, camera. Come on.
A leading
My
writer.
camera's not turning on.
Oh, it is now. I don't
Key
feel
to
bad, guys,
door.
and we're fine. We're just crafting. Okay, it's nothing major happening. It's just chilling time. All right, so I'm gonna put this here on the side. Hey, kitty, kitty. So, so retro. Now we've done this, and we were just hanging out and crafting together and dreaming of crafts. Do you think that we should do this more often, me and you, and hopefully?
Yeah, I didn't have anything planned. I just have a bunch of projects going, so there's nothing I can one thing work on unless it's animation. So
No,
that's the only thing I can actually just do right now. But I can spray paint these things if I can find them, because all my work right now is technical or just filling spaces and stuff. So it's not exact. Whoa, massive spider stuff.
Well, if we planned it like ahead of time, if we made it like a thing, and I did it on my
yeah, I could probably plan even animation. I could make it more fun by just doing it side by side, because I have multiple devices. I don't need this device to animate. I'm using another device, so I can actually show y'all some of the frames and stuff I'm using and how I'm doing it too. So it doesn't have to be completely boring, but animation is like, and editing takes up most of my time.
Well, you can just put your screen on your, whatever art you're doing, as long as your camera is on there so we can all enjoy, or really you can just sit there and talk to me.
I'm enjoying this now. I'm getting inspired, and I'm trying to find more bright colors, which I'm finding bright dyes for fluorescent tie-dye kits.
Okay, let's find this then. I'm going to do it not on this channel. I'm going to do it on my crafting channel.
Oh, the crafty channel.
Yes. Okay. I'm going back. It's been 6 months since it's been on my crafty channel. So I'm going to go back over there.
I found fluorescent yellow, so this is not completely a loss.
I've got some if you were close. I've got some if you were close. But you're not.
I found a pig face CD. I found some canvases I haven't used.
I'm thinking too. I'm trying to think what else I want to add. I'm gonna do more things. I want to get my pens and outline things. Be right back.
I can sing until you come back.
I'm just getting myself.
Singing in the rain, what a glorious thing. Whoa, that was weird. Okay. Beautiful colored pencils.
Okay, got my gel pens now.
Ooh, yeah, that's why I'm digging through art supplies I found in this box. I know I have even more, but this is what I found. I found in all the goodies, so there is fluorescence in here. It's just not the fluorescent spiders I was looking for. Oh, I wonder if I found like year-old weed. That would be cool. Like, I hid it down here, hoping no one would find it. I didn't even find it, children.
Okay, let's hope these pens will work on these papers. I'm just going to make kind of little stitch marks because it's insurance. It stitches us back together. So that is kind of the idea here. And just add some color. Oh.
Tulips, hell yeah. Yeah, I like save things and never want to use them with my art supplies because I'm like, I could never find. They stopped selling this brand, and then I saved them. But in the temperatures of outside and where I'm keeping them in a box, they're probably no good no more.
I do the same. I've actually, like, when I started my little crafty YouTube channel, it was with the intent to figure out how to use up my stuff. And that's kind of what I did. I've just started using it. Exactly that, because I like it. I want to look at it. I don't want to take it apart. I don't want to turn that yarn into something. I like looking at it, but I can't keep everything. I have to start purging.
Yeah. I
want new things, and I can't till I use up old things. I did make a diamond art recently to enter in the fair because they'll take diamond art, and that's just kind of mindless crap. I listened to some lectures. And so I did some diamond art for the fair that I'm going to enter.
Yeah.
Show it to you. Hold on.
I got my hands are full. I got to make it back inside with my goodies.
Okay, I won't show you yet.
And then I can go back and start seeing if I can paint those little blocks I showed you. Those things.
See that kind of smudged. So I got to be careful.
Woo! Okay.
Things.
Okay.
Can't just go willy-nilly.
No, you can. That's the whole point. Willy and nilly.
It's smudged. It's smudged on me.
I found a screwdriver and a bunch of pencils. I'm happy.
Okay.
You know, one more screwdriver, guy. That's all we ever need. One more screwdriver. Okay, I got my pins, my screwdrivers, my willies, and my
Let
nillies.
these dry.
All right, now I'm going to test this paint. It was only $5.
Okay.
I'll bring you guys with me to test it. I mean, it's been sitting in a box for, we don't know, at least 2 years.
Okay.
So we're gonna say it could be it could be there 4 years, meaning never opened for 4 years, and it could be longer. But I'm guessing not much more than 4 years. So we got some pieces to practice and spray paint. So win or lose, we had fun playing the game.
I enjoyed it. No, I didn't. I didn't want to be there. My friend dragged me. I was dragged into the party called life. I was not wanting to be there somehow. You know, in high school, I went to a concert once, and it was kind of a smaller stage concert. You know those. And a mosh pit opened up, and I got sucked into it. My boyfriend had to save me. That is exactly what happened to me in the ether. I was just enjoying the tunes, and a big turd just whooshed by, grabbed my arm, and sucked me into life.
Yeah.
And I've been, gasping for air ever since. Do you know that feeling?
I try to steer around it. I've had that feeling too long that I gotta pull the other way.
That now you want to be in the mosh pit, or that you've been spit out of the mosh pit, you can go
that
back.
I've been spit out. I'm definitely not going in there. No. I will help them out.
Thank you. Thanks for the bruises and the matted
I will
hair.
wax the floor. I will wax the floor for the mosh pit, and then I'll just stand back and enjoy the show. All right. So I got some objects, and I can paint them safely, and hopefully huff the paint at the same time. I got some colors to choose from. I got some, but they're not exactly what I was looking for. But I will show you guys what I got. All right, what do I got here? Oh, I gotta check the front door. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry.
That's okay. I'm not a fan of gel pens. It just decided to stop working and do something funky. I can't see real well. This is actually harder than it looks, because when I craft, I don't have my glasses on, and I just have my face. I'm like blind. And I can't do that, or you wouldn't be able to see. You just see the top of my head, which would be creepy and weird. So I'm doing it like this. What am I looking at here? And so that means it's not very good. But that's not the point. See 3 big bowl games on CBS, co-sponsored by the Hartford Bluebonnet Bowl. Oh, the Hartford, right. We got the Bluebonnet Bowl, the Gator Bowl, and the Cotton Bowl. Year in and year out, you'll do better with the Hartford. Hey.
Oh, this works really good.
Oh, yeah?
No, not at all.
It's not working. Are you being, I can't tell if you're being sarcastic. Oh, wow.
Look at the consistency of that. They call that paint?
I don't know what
it
that
says
is.
chalk paint, but it was fluorescent, okay?
God,
Okay?
it's now.
It's snot. It's the consistency of snot.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
All right, something's happening now.
You need some monostat for that. Look, all my creativities are just coming out at once.
This is like a can of bukkake. This is not what I was thinking. What is this?
In the garbage.
This is totally inappropriate. Okay.
Is that's what it was almost like insulation foam now, which I heard has been terrible for houses and you can't get it out. And now it's like something's happening to those insulation foam. People that
the children born from it.
Yeah, it's killing people now. You thought you were doing right by putting it in your house. Yeah, it's come back to bite you in the ass. You can't get rid of it. Okay. Okay. So it just has lead and asbestos. I'm old school like that. Let's see what color here. Well, I did purple there. I need a different color. I could do orange. I could do another orange. I hear that little bird. It's way cute. Squeak, squeak.
I just used the light blue, guys. We'll see.
Okay.
I just did it right over that goo. And we're gonna see what happens because it'll give it a more realistic rusty effect now that it's right over the goo.
Sure. Are those plastic pieces, metal pieces? What?
They're plastic.
Okay. Yeah, I think
they don't have to be perfect. They just have to be kind of cool. So as long as unique is more of what I'm going for. So. If it can't be produced, if it can't be produced, I'm happy to produce it. If you can't type it into a machine and make it happen, I'll probably do it.
Roman, did I ever show you the trophy that I made for my husband and we made? I might have to show it to you. Hello, whoever is peeking at us and listening. We're just crafting along, singing a song side by side. Let's see. I don't really like these tail pins. They're not really working for me, but I'm here now. Do they even work? Oops. Oh, there it is. All right. There's my insurance page. Where a need exists, a solution must be found. And then here, I'll make them big. This is what I made today. And it's got some insurance ads from this 1963 magazine. What magazine? I can't remember which one it was, but it's over there. And so these were all
Guys,
I just chopped them up and put them in here. You know, I thought these guys were funny to me. And so that kind of inspired. And I left a little bit of the yearbook pictures in there. I didn't color this page like I did that one. I just left them kind of peeking out. A little bit of the fraternity. Not a whole lot. I can add more. I'll probably add more stickers and other little goofy things in there. But that's that. So I like that page. I think that looks really cool. Oh, and I have this little heart that my daughter drew. Is going to glue it in here somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe I'll put it right there. That's a good idea. So I've got something of hers. She just drew it on the paper. I cut it out. Cut it out. Let's put it here. Okay. There we go. How cute. I should probably color it. Let me see. Yeah, I'll color it with this gel. Because I don't want to lose her heart shape there. That's what makes it cute. There we go. Don't forget to love your insurance. They are there for you in times of need. Repeat after me, everybody. Insurance is there in time of need. They're omnipotent. They know all. They see me when I'm driving too fast or not.
Thank Jesus for that.
To the road. All hail Jesus. Yep.
Something I'm tired of the internet is all these Jesus arguments. You know, it's just like everybody, Jesus is their God. That's great. Get it off the internet. That's great. People that love it, love it. It's just like, that's wonderful. I just don't understand why they're like, we understand, like, if you don't know what Christianity by now is, I don't know who you are, but it's just, they're still pushing.
I know,
it's just like, we get it. We get it. Yes, parents dragged us to church. We get it. Like, no, you don't. I gave up alcohol and I switched it for Jesus. I'm like, we get it.
Been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. We were a freak for Jesus. If you weren't an original Jesus freak, you can't possibly call yourself a Christian.
Like, don't think I missed the boat, man. I just decided to paddle a different way after deciding there's a way out of this. Like, wait, the water's not that rough over here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and jump in. I see all you going that way. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
That's exactly it. So there's my spread. I like it. I'd like more color. I'll do some more things to it. I don't know what. I might put some stamps. I think stamps will smear. I'd have to let it dry real hard. So now you're going to spray the pieces separately and then put them together. Oh, that's my phone. I don't know why I don't know where that music is coming from, but my alarm is music and I can't hear it. That's stupid. Those really look like old rusty cans. Those are fabulous.
Sorry. These other ones are going to take longer to paint. The scaffolding, the paint doesn't really stick to this kind of plastic. So I'm just going to have to keep doing it. I used a little bit of terracotta paint, guys, to give it that rust look. I hit it with a little terracotta. Now, I did it uneven on purpose because, you know, God doesn't rot things unevenly. So it's just like he does it just like the spray paint would. You don't have to be perfect.
Right. No, they look real.
I'm happy with
Like rusted. You know, they were once painted blue and they started rusted.
it. Yeah.
Perfect. Do you have a vision, or are you just building as you go for this project?
Oh, I'm definitely kind of building as I go. I was just seeing what I had available and in paint and in supplies. And these were random. They were just inside of that large plastic jar that I bought because it had toys in it at the thrift store. The one I used for the Hydra, I had to cut it down because I had to get rid of the lip on it at the, on the jar lid. So I
Right.
had to saw that off. And then these are the toys that were inside of it. So I'm a scavenger.
These were some, I love this picture. These were some more pages from the magazine. I used a couple magazines. They're 1963 Newsweeks. But you can see they're junk. They're broken. I mean, they're like something spilt on them. So the pages were all stuck together. But I've got Missionaries, the new mission, and Danny Kaye, the entertainer, and Kenya's Kenyatta, from Mau Mau to statehood. So that's, and I found this one in here. I loved this with the dolls. The little dolls are so cute. This isn't a employees mutuals of Wausau. Isn't that like a union? No. What is that? Good people to do business with. Okay. No huge machine, no powerful explosives, no high climbing. Danger seems pretty remote from doll manufacturer. And there, of course, lurks the greatest danger of all, apathy. Trouble can exist in the most innocent looking places. I credit employees, mutual. Oh, I see what they are. They're a lively approach to the prevention of loss to set our people to thinking it is avoidable. Excellent. Hazards. They have safety meetings. I know these guys. My husband hates when those guys come into work.
Safety meetings is usually that means they're all show up at the same place to get high right before they're doing work. That's a safety meeting.
That's a safety meeting.
Or wait, that was I'm sorry, different job, maybe.
So here's some more dolls. This is the Union Carbide.
Ooh.
That's a lot of pretty colors on it. So really like that. I'm going to take the staples out of this magazine and see what we got. We got a thingy. And I'll cut out some stuff for other video or other pages.
So I broke the blue paint, so I switched over to pink, and I wanted a little pink in this anyway, so
okay,
it worked out great.
Oh yeah.
A little rust, a little pink.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I just wanted it to look like, something that I didn't want it to come right out of the box, No way.
No, that's too clean. This world is decrepit. Falling apart. Okay, cool. Now I got book pages here. So there is a lot of newspaper ones. So I think I'm going to pull the newspaper ads and do a newspaper spread because I really like those newspaper ads. Like this is one, what makes a newspaper great? It's for the Minneapolis Tribute and the Minneapolis Star. And I can find a lot of those. And we've got some ads here. So I'm just going to kind of cut my ads up. Let me move these and start little piles because I like to sort.
I actually really like the colors now.
Okay, let me see. Oh yeah. That's fabulous there. Ooh, imagine your son teaching science to Aristotle.
That was Plato, Aristotle's teacher.
There's the railway system. Look at that ad with the eagle. Keep an eagle eye on profits these days. Ooh. I like this page.
The terracotta paint saved my life, guys. This is just having that as a blessing. God gave me some terracotta paint. He's like, you need this to make real and rusty stuff. He's like, that's not even the color I look for. It was like right there when I started. I did not bring that outside. That was waiting for me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That was waiting. No, the blue stopped working and the red never worked. And so I ran out of blue. Boo, bada, bada, ba, boo.
Yes, I like this one. No. Let's do this. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. There we go.
Yeah.
Hello. Why do you want to be like that?
So the can should be dry in probably 10, 15 minutes at least, and then I can just throw them in there. So,
Okay.
and then these things, I just wanted scrap pieces around, and then I didn't know if y'all saw it, but there's clear tubing in there as well in the background. So there is stuff in there. I'm not trying to overcomplicate it. I'm actually trying to make it easier by just tossing stuff in there instead of building elaborate set for the background. Because I had something I was building, but it was a little too tall.
Okay.
And I shortened the whole thing. So originally it was like 4 to 6 inches taller, and it didn't need to be, except for the background I was building. So I went ahead, I didn't want to decimate the background. So I was like, I can still use this background. I don't have to use it on this installation. So I made that executive decision and just decided to not mutilate my background, not shrink it, just keep it how it was, but save it for, an installation or two from now.
Right.
So I added some blue back in them, and they're looking peachy. I shook the blue really hard, and I got a little.
I've missed the page. What has happened here? Where is this other half of this page that I'm looking at? Oh, here we go. Ooh, the Yankee Queen. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. What are the problems with democracy in Turkey? Did you know there was problems? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Anyway, I'm taking this one here because I like that it has the date at the bottom. That looks cool. Let's do that. Oh no, there's a martini ad. Oh, I lost retro. I'm just sitting here because I was looking at my magazine. I didn't even notice. Retro. Tell me if you need to come back in. Marshall. Ooh, there's radio. Kenya. Actually, I need to keep the Kenya stuff because that is for, that's a family, that's my missionary thing. And I did have one of missionary somewhere, so put that there. Let's see. Ooh, reflection of good taste. Did Kenya get independence? So I had family that went over to Kenya right after this time, just about 10 years later for missionary work. So that's neat to see what was going on back then. Can use my towel. I had to put the phone in the fruit bag. No, the military's booting you when NATO needs you to stay alive. What NATO needs. What they need to stay alive. But they're still alive. And then we've got a story coming out about some. Ooh, here's a GM diesel engine. That's fun. Everybody's president here. Of course. Even jail life was good. Oh, I like that. If that's good, I might use that. I really like these two pages. They're very colorful and pretty. But do I want to cut up this page? I don't know. Do I want the cat? Which is just, a drink? Or do I like this really cool shorthand typewriter looking thing for Suburban Propane accounting machines? That's just so cool. And I like this First National Bank. That's kind of cool. But then I've got this really cool ad for concrete. And honestly, I'd rather have the concrete than the bank. I think that's kind of neat. All right. Let's see. We got some market deals here. Ooh, the agriculture department is swapping U.S. goodies for European cars. Oh, how nice of them. Ooh, and we get to play in the public park. That's great. Are you snelling and snelling? Pennywise or job foolish? It's fun. Oh, we've got some Jackie O here. Miss Kennedy arrives at the new home with Caroline and John John. A new life for the Kennedys. That's cool. This was just 2 weeks after he passed. Lyndon B. Johnson was coming in. Okay. I probably won't stay on much longer. I'll probably end. It's noon. I'm hungry. I'll probably just finish flipping through this. And then we got minding our own businesses. Is it an aid or is it an investment? I don't know. You'll love our champagne. There's a. Oh, here's the final session of the Vatican II in Basilica. Will Vatican III be killed by the Curia? I don't know. Curia? How do you say that? There's a picture of Pope Paul, not St. Peter. So I'll probably use that in the background somewhere. We got some international trade from Germany's 1964, making a comeback. Oh, look at this. He's sitting out here typing with his bearskin rug and some new construction. You can't see that going on in the background. As long as it's gross. We got chemicals, fibers, plastics, and polymers. And then an ad for Pontiac. How do you keep your corporation young? Ooh, look at that one, though. The Western Electric. Made to work 40 years without a single failure. Did they make it? That would have been 2000. Oh my God, this is a prophetic. Look, this is 1963, and what happened in 2000? 40 years later, we had Y2K. So they had 40 years with no failure. I'm not saying that's a thing. I'm just saying that's what happened. I don't think they had anything to do with it. Is your letterhead smart? Oh, that's what my family does. Okay. Well, did. They were printers. Okay. That's it. Is it? No, I got more. I got some watches. What is that? We're looking for trouble. Corrosion trouble. Ooh, that's what you're trying to create. Retro. Granddad Don Tamunos. And some punch. You want some eggnog without any of the fuss? There's another newspaper ad. I told you I liked those. But, you know, it's kind of pink. So I don't know I don't know yet. Let's just dye. I suppose it wouldn't matter. But I kind of just like these guys are cool for the hurts. I don't know. Okay. And that's it. Do you remember these pens? Retro, do you remember the fancy pens? And some Paxton cigarettes. Heck yeah. Pick the pleasure. So there was that one. So I'll go through that and start pulling out things. And then we'll make another page. I'll go through these and make more pages. Put a few things there. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. We've been going 2.5 hours. We're going to craft. We crafted. Immanuel, we're going to miss you, my friend. And I'm really glad that I got to discover your art. And you know, chill with you a few times. That was really nice. So that's it. Thanks for hanging out. And you know, we'll do it again. So retro and I'll craft again. And anybody else that likes to craft, we have a few crafty friends that I'm sure, you know, would join us at some point. So I'll see everyone later. Bye, bye, bye. I can't bounce out anymore. We just have to say goodbye.